Well, thank you. That makes a girl feel awfully good.
So
at the beginning of the day.
Everybody loves Mary Poppins.
And you know, Victor Victoria, I mean, name it. It's
including me. I'm the lucky lady that was asked to do those great things, you know?
Yes. Yeah. And you now are doing something that I begged to be able to do.
What's that?
I asked Illumination. I kept saying, I've said it over all of... See, I get so upset my earrings fall out. You're in Despicable Me, which I also wanted to do. But I'm not upset. I'm just saying, I'm really proud that it's you. Anyway,
That's a true friend,
That
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
But you have been vocal in several areas about, you know, places you and the new guy might not agree, climate and nations' commitment to the arts. And you and your daughter, Emma, wrote an amazing op-ed about why the arts, we need to have it. What does he need to understand?
Well,
we only have a little bit. So.
Yeah, if you had about 2 hours, I'd tell you. No, the arts are indispensable to all of us. I mean, there's this great Catherine Ann Porter quote, which is, I'll paraphrase, when all about you is lying in the dust, it will be the arts that will remind you who you were, who you are, and what matters, because they're always there. And, you know, people who engage... People who engage with the arts are better academically. They're more likely to read and read for pleasure as much as anything else. They could be elected to class office if you're in the arts. There's just such a stimulation from it. And there are so many other things where the entire community benefits from it. I cannot see why they're taking money away when it's so needed. They're the first thing to be cut in schools. The budgets have to change, and so schools cut the arts, which is very sad.
It is sad.
There's been a lot of talk about the new Mary Poppins sequel with Emily Blunt. Did they come to you and talk to you about this?
There was talk about it, but I knew that Emily was going to do it, and I'm a huge fan of hers. And the truth is that this is not a remake of the Mary Poppins that I was in. This is, they've had these other Mary Poppins stories in the vaults for years. And so they took them out and they've made a fresh, new Mary Poppins, set the time a little differently, you know, it's a different era.
Right.
And Emily's Mary Poppins now, and I think it's great.
Well, there's that wonderful story that Emma Thompson just did about the author of Mary Poppins' stories.
Yes, she did a wonderful film about that.
Mary Travers. Everybody should take a look at that. That's good.
P.L. Travers is this. She was quite a tartar. She really was. And,
a tart, did you say?
Quite a tartar, not a tart. No. No, she was tough. Let me put it that way. And nothing was right. And she wanted to tell Mr. Disney what to do, and oh my goodness me! But everybody finally got along, and I met her, and she was fine.
Julie's Green Room is meant to teach kids about the importance of the arts. They were influential on your life at a young age, and because of this, you're also very philanthropic. You're doing all kinds of stuff.
Well, yes, I think when you're somebody as lucky as I have been and am, that you have to give back, and you should. And eventually in your life, you get to an age where you say, okay, I now know, I think, a little bit more about who I am and what I want to do, and then you can afford to start being more generous. And it always bothered me that I wasn't doing enough.
Right.
And so I started doing. Blake and I started international relief. Blake Edwards, I'm sorry. Yeah, my lovely husband who's no longer with us. But he and I started an international relief agency called Operation USA. And it is one of the more, they don't charge overheads. They have very little outlay for an enormous input. And I'm so proud of them. They do work all over the world. And so that's a very, very good group. Look it up, Operation USA.
Well, I would love to talk about Despicable Me 3. You voice Gru's mother.
Yeah.
And you're
What are you laughing at?
But she's this big.
Yeah.
Hair is all up in here.
Yes.
voice is
Well,
mother.
when
And
they
you're-
asked me to do it, I kept saying, "Are you sure you're talking to me? I'm the opposite of anything that you would imagine in real life. I'm so sort of horribly white bread, and the voice is so British, and I'm supposed to be Gru's awful
And you're
mother.
kind of mean in it.
I am
Well,
horribly mean.
Horribly mean.
But
Let's
it's
take a look at the clip.
delicious. It's such fun. It's important to keep active in one's golden years. There you are, you cutie, you. Oh! These are my diving instructors, Vincenzo and Paolo. Ciao, boys. So, what do you want?
Mom, do I have a twin brother?
How did you find out? Who told you?
Wait, what? It's true? You never told me I had a brother, and you told me that Dad died of disappointment when I was born.
Wow, you do mean really well.
I do mean, at the beginning, the two little orphans that he adopts, they say, he looks like a little girl in this photograph, doesn't he? And this awful woman, his mother, says, yes, an ugly girl. It's just delicious and heaven to just feel free. And at my age, what do I got to lose?
Maybe it's cathartic.
It is cathartic, yeah, and it's delicious fun.
You can't come here often enough. You have to come back more and more.
I'd be very happy to, my darling.
Please do.
Only to see you all.
Yes.
Yeah.
We thank the legendary Julie Andrews. Despicable Me opens tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And the soundtrack is available now. And you know what? You know what? You're all getting the soundtrack of the movie.